gente. Como se lo podrán imaginar, hoy no iba a ser live, pero no, hoy no iba a streamear. Pero aquí estamos, mi gente. Buenas noches, mi gente, buenas noches. Hola, Pichi, hola, Daneiri. Ay, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Estamos empezando. How are you, people? Vamos a seguir. ¿Por dónde te quedaste ayer? Pues llegó Omega y voy a hablar con Aria. Sí, con Aria. Mira, Miranda. Tú haces, Miranda. Tan presentadita ella.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Back here.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic.
María.
Doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing.
Buenas
I don't
noches, mi
usually
gente.
give
Buenas
out
noches.
free.
Buenas noches, viene. ¿Qué
Information's
pasa?
power.
Hola, hola.
Mundane things you can find yourself.
How you
Take a
doing?
walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Estoy triste.
Short
Porque
answer? Mind your own damn business.
la gente que se está suscribiendo en YouTube se está quitando el subscribe. Y me está bajando.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Yeah, what about you? What about you?
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
Vamos para Archangel, que es Scarus.
I hear you're recruiting.
step inside.
Conseguimos a Martin
You'll
después.
get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done.
What?
If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing, operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and guards the head of the Blood Pack.
Turkey
Tarek's in charge,
man,
but
what's
the
up?
others would never say that. I'm
How you doing,
surprised
brother?
I don't know this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Welcome to the stream.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right,
Very good, man.
it's
Thank
easy
you.
credits.
How are you? Well,
Besides,
I'm
what are
fine.
the odds
A
he
little
can kill all
tired,
of
but
you?
here I am. That's good. That's good.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations, and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Borch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
I just saved that kid. Yeah. I'm a hero. Saben la fuerza que tiene que tener para destruir esa pistola. No, en realidad era que estaba Jam. Le vendieron una pistola dañada.
Come on, let me in.
Si se metía, como ellos tenían que poner la armadura de
Hello
ellos
there.
y sus armas. ¡Hola, madre!
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
He was gonna die.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Estoy haciendo pipí. Hola Elizabeth Escobar. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenida, bienvenida. Perdón por mi francés. ¿Cómo estás, Elizabeth? Se escuchó bien Star Wars eso.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there.
Acho, hay una
He's got
parte.
superior position, and the only way
¿Sabes
in
qué?
is over a
Lo que
very
me frustra un
exposed
poco,
bridge.
que hay
It's a killing
snipers como
ground,
en
but
este.
he's getting tired, making
Garrus,
mistakes.
Said,
We'll
Legion,
have them
Tain.
soon enough.
Esto es verdad.
You guys have a plan?
A
Es
small
verdad,
team
como
is
que
waiting
casi
to
todos son de
infiltrate his
lejos.
hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in?
No, que te iba a decir que yo me acuerdo de una parte que
Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy.
está pasando
so the
algo,
infiltration
entonces
team can sneak in behind him.
te da un para con reaction.
Head up to the
Reaction de
boulevard,
Paragon.
get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant
Y es
Kafka.
meterle un puño a
He'll tell you
alguien.
when to go in.
Hacho, yo siempre lo hago. No me acuerdo dónde es, pero siempre me gusta darle el puño. Hacho, mi gente, temen un break. Porque si no voy a tener que buscar el mapa. Vengo ahora, mi gente. Mala mía, gracias por ese like de YouTube. Muchas gracias. Vengo ahora. Sorry por el ruido. Buenas noches, hola. Probando, testing, hello. ¿Me escuchan? Yes. Muy bien.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout.
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship flying again, that'll help. But I'm hoping the infiltration team will finish the job and we can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout.
Qué duro,
But they
Garus.
can't get any closer without being seen.
How'd they get that close without being seen?
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge, so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other Merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now. But don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
I better go find Sergeant Kafka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Sahid me gusta porque Sahid es como bien bravo y bien rudo. Pero está bufiado.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
Mira qué bonito. Míralo allí.
As the first wave goes in, do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself. I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack?
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who
¿Verdad?
knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
¿De verdad? Qué duro.
Why are Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Since you care so much, Eclipse controls almost 20% of Omega. Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
Mira, te vamos a matar ya mismo.
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
Mhm.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
Even his team.
That should slow him down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm.
Buenas noches,
That's all
gente.
you
Buenas
need to
noches.
know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
When did the Blood Pack attack?
Damn Tarek wants us to wait. I hate waiting. But he says the Suns have a plan, and they don't want us getting in their way.
No.
We're supposed to wait until the Eclipse send their mechs. We'll see.
¿Por qué? Después lo iba a usar. Digo, después lo iba a buscar.
Why are the Blood Pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us. The Blood Pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
I'm guessing Archangel mostly just hates you.
He's just an uptight asshole. I don't really care what he thinks. But he's costing me men and making me work for my money. I'll be the one to take him out today. You watch. I'm the only one who's fought him one-on-one.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave, till he
¿De verdad?
realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once. Waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life. But I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him. But the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
About time.
créditos vengan a mí.
Now what's this? Kafka?
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kind of stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh.
Ay, me asustó. Yo dije que se frizó el juego.
Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
So our plan is to jump the wall and head for Archangel's building?
And try not to get killed.
No, el juego como tal, o sea, el
You're
juego.
only a distraction as long as you're alive. You don't have to
Porque
make
como
it
se
all
quedó
work for
pensando
us.
ahí, como que.
Just keep Archangel watching that bridge. The infiltration team will do the rest.
How will the infiltration team get to Archangel?
They've got two options. They trap him in close quarters and finish the bastard off face to face. If that doesn't work, they have explosives. They'll just need time to set up.
So the bridge is the only way in?
Until the gunship's working again or the blasters finish with the tunnels. Look, we got a plan. We don't need you trying to come up with any great ideas. Just do your damn job, collect your credits, and go home.
Por tantos rotos que tienen. Bendito, déjalos quietos.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn.
Nada más tienen como 5 narices, 6 ojos.
Check. Bravo team, go, go, go!
Hello people from YouTube. Welcome to the stream.
Quite a surprise.
Thank you for being here.
But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again. Where did I put that Omni tool?
Archangel doesn't have much time left.
What the hell are we waiting for?
A mí me está que eso era lo que yo hacía de para con.
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Incoming!
With Archangel!
Exacto, Renegade. Mala mía.
Enemy down.
Archangel?
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face.
Dale.
Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
Fuera, fuera depresión, fuera, fuera depresión, fuera, fuera depresión, en el nombre de Jesús. Te vas, te vas, te vas, te vas, te vas, fuera depresión.
All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
¿Qué tal, mi pana?
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the
¿Cómo
Terminus
estás,
systems?
papá?
It wasn't easy. I really
Bienvenido.
had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Pero este es el segundo. Ya acaba el primero, este es el segundo.
You nailed me good a couple of times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it.
Pero sí, son larguitos.
Besides, you were taking your sweet time.
El primero me tardé 25 horas, algo así. Mira, Barely es mi sobrinita. Que ya no es mi sobrinita, ¿no? Está grande.
Well, we got here. But I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off.
Lunático, por favor.
And with 3 of you, I
Compórtate.
suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
That looks like a lot more than scouts.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything we've got.
Fuera, fuera depresión, fuera, fuera depresión, fuera, fuera depresión, en el nombre de Jesús. Se va, se va, se va, se va, se va, fuera depresión.
Good shot.
They're deploying snipers.
¿Por qué cayó para allá atrás? Me voy a quedar sin balas. Uy.
You want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel. Go!
Online.
Sending out the heavy mix.
That problem should take care of itself.
There we go!
Bypassing damaged systems.
Es verdad que lo estás atacando a ellos. Bueno, lo que es de eso, voy a buscar balas. Bien.
Nice shot! It's about to go off! Snipe that one! Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup.
¿Cuántos hechos me di? Ah, diantre, sí, Aquí no hay para... El equipo. Fuera, fuera de presión. Y voy ahora, claro, tú sabes, déjame. Cauta, gente.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We've still got Bloodpack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Zaid, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
Roger that.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. The basement door is on the west side of the main room behind the stairs. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
Vale.
Get to the console and close that shutter before they can get through.
Commencing shutdown.
Here we go.
Shutter secured.
There's 2 more shutters. Get them closed fast.
Very nice.
Se me olvida que yo puedo.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Ay, mamá.
There's a console near the shutters. Here they come. There's not too many yet.
¿A quién le dio?
Commencing shutdown.
rayos. Pensé que era más fácil.
Taking some fire, Shepard. Time to get those damn shutters open.
Y ahora, Vale. Uy.
Firing now.
I'm going to need some help soon. They're getting more aggressive.
Commencing shutdown. Shutter secured.
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the doors.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel. Taking cover.
Very nice.
Incoming. Incoming! Linda, he's charging! Where'd he go?
Nada.
Firing an impact shot!
Tú vienes.
Thanks, Shepard. They hardly got through to me. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on.
Heads up.
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already. They're offloading troops. Watch your back, Shepard.
There we go.
They're rappelling down the sidewall, ground floor.
ready, throw hands.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
He's not gonna make it.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there, and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Probably for the best. Everyone was always ignoring you and hitting on me. Time for you to get a fair shot at it. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Es diferente cuando eres mujer. Yo pensé que él decía lo mismo. ¿En serio? Pues para que tú veas.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file.
It's
Excellence
algo
like you, no
between the
reapers or
lines
anything, but I
that
got swept
I
under the rug
hope
too.
it's
The
cars.
more good you do, the less they want to
I
admit
heard
that
it
something
drives
needed
the
doing.
latest. Well, mind you, most of them are correct. Fíjate.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results-at-all-costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest
Después
of
en el
wasn't for the
tercero,
Alliance.
si lo romanceaste,
Nobody
él
really knows
dice
about it.
Descartes.
A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the council.
The interview.
Miranda and I stopped it.
He just squashed me.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. You know how it goes. Although I bet Cerberus put you back together better than ever. Get any upgrades?
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that, but I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Ok, dame tu intel. Jacob es bastante quick to trust al principio, pero mientras vas reclutando gente, he gets kinda doubtful, y lo de trust como que se le baja extra. Y yo por acá, pero ven acá, ¿fue Cerberus mismo quien te los dio? Ella siempre tiene algo que decir con cada persona que reclutas. ¿Cómo que fue Cerberus quien te los dio? Hello people, hola people.
Hey Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Just mute, use it.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. And the rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yo creo que siempre me encajo ahí. Cada uno que recluta te da un upgrade. De momento you receive the idea suggestion. Get the upgrades. Esto es lo que te salva al final. Ah, sí. Sí, cierto.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Loco, por lo menos no es como me pasa a mí. ¿De qué dices? ¿De qué hablas? Siempre se me le echa la cabeza.
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport.
It's the least they can do.
Dude.
Our lives on the line.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Elusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father.
Maybe. I like
You
to
are
know-
who you are, Miranda.
That's it. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk
Anytime,
to
Commander.
Se repitió. No he encontrado las cosas. A ti, doctorcita, te tengo el whisky.
How may I help you, Commander?
you later. I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on.
¿Yo?
Either way.
O Shepard.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you.
Que estoy cansado.
Shepard, our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Acotai. Qué gufiado. Y yo bojacho, epa. Sí, pero yo tengo que andar. Ya sé que estoy.
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission, that's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates.
Ya Andrés, sí me vi. Me vi en Stone. Pero ¿sabes lo que pasa? Es que como estoy mirando para abajo para ver los subtítulos. Me veo así bien.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed.
Espérate, esto yo lo hice
With
yo.
all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos.
Siempre
for me to
también
really
se
help.
veía esto.
Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to see people
No
here
me
needed someone to
acordaba.
believe in. Someone to stand up.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the Mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Are you sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Después que no sea como que el mamalón que encontramos en la primera. El de la primera, así que cada vez que lo veo me da risa. El clip mío. Este es más interesante, que muchacho más le vale.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of
Oye,
Omega
sí.
about 17
Es
years
que
ago.
fue bien. Así que
Wasn't
nadie
even a
para
job.
todo lo que
The guy
Gareth
just thought he'd
preguntó por
hijack
eso,
a
como
freighter I
que
was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Gazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood-pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression. Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planetside.
Aparecerá algo.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Antes dice lo de la basura.
I've got green across the board. The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Are you talking about the Normandy or Miranda?
I'm talking about the one that's covered in protection, not something.
Como él es DLC, casi siempre repiten lo mismo. Said. Said es un DLC. Ah, esos dos de abajo son importantes, sí. Ya hablé con ellos. Me pidieron algo ahí. Y Kazumi. ¿Quién era Kazumi? ¿Quién era Kazumi? Es como que no me acuerdo de Kazumi, fíjate. Ella va a aparecer. Ella se aparece cuando vaya a ejército. Ok. Bueno, pues vamos a Muego otra vez. Su historia es nice. Vamos a Omega otra vez. A buscar a Morty. Morty. Morden, a mí me gusta Morden. Morden. ¿A ti no te gusta Morden? Mira, Pichi. Ayuda. Déjame quieto que estoy dormido.
About the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
¿Con qué te tiro? ¿Con qué te tiro? Mira, asustaste a la Navy.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person. But you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I save enough money for a ticket off the station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
¿Le doy los 1000 o hablo con el tipo?
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Ah, sí, esto es lo que necesita la gente. $75,000.
This is valuable.
Total, yo no puedo usar estas armas. Yo no puedo usar escopeta, yo no puedo usar el asalto.
Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Borcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
I mean... Pero ayudas a los otros a meter más duro. Pero los compro ahorita, cuando yo necesite, digo, cuando yo consiga todo lo que yo tengo que conseguir, lo consigo yo lo que consigo. Tuche. Tuche, Dane, tuche.
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
The Kanan Alenko Memorial Scholarship has begun sending gifted human biotics to the Ascension Project for care and training. Alenko, a graduate of the controversial Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training Project, sacrificed his life to help stop Saren on Vermeer.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Qué horripilante ser esa raza, ¿verdad? Tener que decir cómo te sientes antes de poder hablar. Como que vas a hablar con alguien que te cae mal. Dice, hacho bien encojonado. Hacho bien abojecido. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, sup with pride. My prices
I have
are
things to do.
courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
La cosa es que se han tirado chistes de eso. Hay uno de ellos haciendo el play de Hamlet. Bueno, yo voy a comprar todo lo que hay aquí. Gracias. No te tengo que ver la carota de nuevo.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
We can use this.
Mira de Dragon Age.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their being
End is not.
No sé cómo se ve en hombre, pero en mujer se ve hasta bonito, de verdad.
Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human, and you.
The Tyrian government is considering further reparations
complaining is pointless, human. There's... I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya T'Loak calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
There's a Solarian named Mordin Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find Mordin's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
That starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
después más adelante uno puede coger como que una subclase o algo así, ¿verdad? Que te deja coger como que shotguns o assault rifles, ¿verdad que sí? Pues en el tercero. No me acuerdo.
All clear here.
En el tercero. Qué pena. No puedo pasar para allá.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Pero puedes cambiar de clase y maybe añadir ciertas cosas. Como digas. Ah.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies stripped from your mouth.
Hay gente por ahí que puedes ayudar. Creo que es un Turian y uno con un Hutchinson. Y como que me acuerdo de este.
Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus.
Y los humanos que están looteando, ¿no?
I need to find Morton Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer.
Pero te suben el Paragon.
Burn Morton and his clinic to the ground. I hope you. I hope. Damn it! Damn you!
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Espérate. El Paragon es bueno.
Oh, you help me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morton Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morton worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Ese Mordin es un loquillo.
The Blue Suns control this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Yeah,
Vorcha? Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it.
I should go.
Goodbye, human. Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Me fui.
This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
Así yo lo apaga la hora y luego yo voy a apagar la hora. No escuchar estas cosas.
I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
Before he infects me too.
Davis died last night. He's still talking to me though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Oh, Dios. Ocho, mi gente, yo me voy. Yo lo voy a pagar porque estoy gravesísimo. Me estoy quedando dormido, mi gente. Ah. Estoy explotado. Así que nada, mi gente, muchas gracias por estar presente. Gracias Daneiri por estar por ahí. Gracias Pichi, gracias mi madre que estuvo por ahí.
Fuera depresión, fuera depresión, fuera depresión. En el nombre de Jesús, se va, fuera depresión.
Muchas gracias de verdad por estar por ahí presente. Y gracias a las personitas que estuvieron por YouTube y me dejaron su like, se suscribieron. Si se suscribieron, macho, de verdad, muchas gracias, se lo agradezco de corazón. Y nada, de verdad, gracias por estar presente y ayudarme, apoyarme. Se lo agradezco de verdad, de corazón. Mi familia se lo agradece. Y nada, mi gente. Muchas gracias, de verdad. Así que nos vemos mañana, si Dios lo permite. Bueno, a la misma hora no. Porque no creo que me vaya a conectar a las 10:30 otra vez. Pero a la hora de siempre, como 8:30, 9, maybe 9:30. Dependiendo a qué hora la familia se acueste. Así que nada, mi gente, nos vemos mañana. Traten de descansar. Y cuídense. Buenas noches. Bye.